Hello, my name is Allison Livingston. 5 Steps to Connect, become the CEO of your reactions. And I'm just off a transformative experience at 1440 Multiversity, a weekend with Adyashanti, who is a local Bay Area wisdom uh, channeler from both the Christian and the Buddhist traditions. And so I want to share some of the things that I've learned and how it's, I think, reshaping my real desire, what I want to support all parents with, including myself. And that is creating emotionally safe homes where we can connect and thrive. And this is still based on the work I've been doing, but I just got some new insights, actually from an offhand conversation, that this is really teachable and that there are different parts to it, and that I am being shown a framework that I think can help us understand what's going on so that we can slow it down and change our conditioning and give us concrete tools to change how we relate to ourselves so that how we relate to our children, and not in a conflict or enmeshment way, but in a way that truly connects us and helps us thrive. So that's exciting. And I'm going to put up the framework that I'm starting with, and please excuse because it's too much for a teaching aid, but it's what I have for today. So it still, for me, seems to be our biology of when we're triggered and how to work with our strong emotions. So let's just jump into this, because how exciting to imagine a world where there is no conflict and no enmeshment. And let's start in our homes, because that's what we care about the most with our children. But also at schools, and just everywhere in the world. So I'm going to use an example of 2 kids playing on the playground and getting into an argument as the triggering factor, and what to do with this, because it can bring up a lot in between them, of course, but then you as the adult approaching them, either as the parent or as the teacher, the school authority. And the MIT, what I'm hoping you'll get from this session is just that there are repeatable pieces, that you can learn tools, and that you do have control, and you can come, as Adyashanti said, live from the deepest part of you, where you will never be hurt, where you'll never take things personally, where you'll never feel off track. That's the hope and the gift, to come from that place more often. So here is the framework. Let's see if I can put it up so that you can see it best. There we go. So my premise is that there's a stimulating act. In this case, 2 children are playing on the playground and get into an argument. So I've said before, the first arrow and the second arrow. The first arrow is that their voices are raised, they are agitated, and they are going back and forth, deciding who's right and what should happen next. So that is what is observable, that is what is. But I'm going to put this down and use what happens right after that is that we go right to thoughts. So what happens, what's observable, is that the boys are raising their voices and they're maybe getting to a pushing match. The children could be boys, could be girls. And what happens right after that is, for example, you, the adult, says, oh my gosh, they're being violent. Oh, I have to do something. Oh, I'm not sure what to do. I'm feeling uncomfortable. oh, I should know how to handle this. Oh, what if they get into a fight? Oh, everybody's looking to me to do something about this. So it's just the split second of the thoughts and the analysis and the what comes out of our brain. So that's what's represented on this, the circle. The circle is our logical brain that goes right to analysis, labeling, judging, often blaming and shaming when something intense happens. So it's in a split second. It's all the things we think about and put on top that we have conditioned ourselves to believe are true. And these are the second arrows, all these thoughts, and this is how we co-create our suffering. So in the moment, there's the before the moment, there's in the moment, and then there's after the moment. And this is the 3 tools for in the moment. And next week for Thanksgiving, I'm going to talk even more about what is possible, how the best way to respond. But in the moment, I've said before, it's take deep belly breaths, diaphragm breaths to just reconnect with the present moment and try to get yourself out of this scared, rapid thinking state. The other thing is to body scan to think, where am I tense? Is it my jaw? Where am I tense? And then to broadcast our own experience and try to avoid you. Because the thoughts come when we play enmeshment twister, they're all about you and their fear, lack, not enough. So on the one side, the call on the far side here is to experience our emotions. But often in the moment, we're not adept enough at doing that because we're already feeling uncomfortable with all of these emotions. We're feeling angry, anxiety, embarrassed, tense. And what we normally do, because we're so uncomfortable and overwhelmed, is we react, we defend, we attack, we criticize, we play enmeshment twister to try and help ourselves. And this is a strategy to change them, to fix the external, to make it stop. And what I am knowing is possible is that we can not make anybody wrong. We can see them as needing support. We can focus on our own emotions and what we are valuing, what we are deeply caring about, what we really need, which is over here, to be seen, to be heard, acceptance. And all parties in the interaction need this. And the strategy is to be a compassionate witness for both self and the others, to be able to listen within and speak from our values, and not from this place of fear and lack. So I will be building more and more on this as the weeks go forward so that we can create compassionate and loving homes where we are emotionally safe. And how do we do that? There are steps to do, and that's what I'm excited about. So have a great week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your families. There's so much to be grateful for, and I wish you luck with being in connection with yourself and with your children. Thanks, and have a great week.